It's January 14th, and we've begun switching out the wood stove. The wood stove that we had in our forced air heating project cracked. I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up, walk through and show you what's been going on, and what we're going to do. So here we go. If you remember, we've got the outdoor forced air building. Still got that going on. I extended the chimney up to make things a little easier with the wind. I spent the time this fall and put in a spot that we can house a whole bunch of wood for sitting. And then yesterday we came out and I ripped all the interior stuff out of the building. I made this subfloor for all the wood to sit on. And there's the Mitsubishi Montero roof that I used up against 2 fence posts and used that to block the wood from falling down in by the stove. I already removed the chimney off the stove. Got the roof cap for later. But as you can see, we've got a new door, and it's a house door, a big steel house door. We're actually going to be switching this door out. It's going to go over to there, and then that brown one's going to come over here. It's the same size door. But this allows us to do a whole lot more. For one, get the stoves in and out. We put new lighting in here. Got a shop light in here now. You can probably see a little bit better on these videos today. Here's the old stove, the K-wood. We're actually going to end up using this in our shop still yet, because it is a good working stove still yet. Just got to fix the crack that's inside of it. But I'll show you what happened. Let's see if I can get the light on here. There we go. I'm going to take you inside the K-wood, which was manufactured in Birchwood, Wisconsin. I'll show you the crack. As you can see, the stove is dead. I used this piece of galvanized steel to cover the crack up, so that we could still continue to use it. But yeah, she split the whole seam wide open in there. Quite the big crack, because we didn't have any fire brick. So I'm going to be welding that all shut again, so we can still use it. And I'll probably get some fire brick. And the sides are all warped from all the heat that we had from the oak that we were burning in here. But it actually, we had to wait for it to warm up. Today it's almost 26 degrees. And we're able to change this out without freezing our water lines up, which right there is our well head and pump and our water pressure tank and all that. So that's why this is like a triple purpose building. I got wired in now a manual switch so that you can manually kill the fan if you need to. On the new stove, it's really badass. It's got its own thermostatically controlled switch and everything. So I've got a little bit of work to do down in here. I got to put a new 6-inch down in there, because I had barely had it just butted up, you know, and it's still through heat in the room here. Everything. I had a fire once once the stove got cracked. I had a fire come through here, so I pulled all the stuff out, and then it really made this room nice and warm. We've had her way up over to 100 degrees in here. There's no insulation. It's just a steel building. How we did this door change is yesterday we came in here and basically framed up, cut out the steel, and put wood up inside the steel, and then attached it by drilling through the steel on the sides and using wood screws, and then attached the 2x4 header into it with screws. So it worked out really, really well. And then on the sides there, they'll be drilled through and screwed into the 2x4 braces. All the tin will be screwed to the boards on the outside to help give it more rigidity. The only real weak link basically is the base of it. It doesn't bolt in. I was thinking about using some self-tappers and going into the steel framing across the bottom there. This is a pretty nice door. Makes it way better for coming in here. I'll walk you over to the other wood stove now. I know that the guy that sold this has been waiting for a video on this. Well, guess what, buddy? It's warm enough. We can actually do it now. I believe his name was Zeb. Big shout out to Zeb over in Hudson for this stove at $311 off eBay. Thank you, Zeb. This is a badass stove. As you can see, it's a much bigger unit. It's got a really nice door on it. Ash pan door. It's got a thermostatically controlled air intake on it. It's got little slide levers for more air intake. The door is thicker than hell. It's got a little peek hole that you can slide open to see your fire, and that's got to be at least, oh man, inch or better thick. This firebox is all lined with fire brick, and it has the black, the pan that keeps all the smoke from coming in at you. He had brand new stamped steel grates made to replace the original stock ones, which are cast, and they're in like brand new shape. But we got stainless ones now in here. They're brand spanking new, and they're punched cold rolled steel. I mean, not stainless, but cold rolled steel punched. And so this one will do really, really well. He says it'll heat 3,000 square feet, and on his house he had 3,000 square feet, and he said it was too much for that. But I think we're gonna have real good luck with this thing. On the top, I gotta figure out a way to put the blower yet. Be doing that today. And here's the thermostatic control system. We've gotta get this glued in so that we can make it so that it's on auto, and then it'll go off the temperatures. And then for the back, I'm going to use this no parking sign. We have a flange that I'm going to cut a square hole in, and it goes into a round 6-inch so I can hook up the piping and everything. And then I got a brand new chimney pipe that's going to go from here through straight to the wall out to my chimney. And of course the cherry picker does all the heavy lifting. This stove has a nice hookup on the top. The other one I'm going to have to use a piece of chain through the face of it out through the chimney just so I can lift it up. And we borrowed this trailer from our neighbor Jeff, who lives right up there. Thank you, Jeff. I'll be returning your trailer very soon. And he has an outdoor wood burner, as you can see, too. And his is a real similar stove to the one that we just cracked. He's got it in an outside building situation, and the blower's sucking in and out the back where the snow drifts come in, so I think it's a bad situation. Plus he's using plastic pipe ductwork going into the house, which is a little goofy. But hey, if it works, it works. The beast is broke. Last time we had some cold, severe weather here, I went up to start it, and the ignition broke in the steering column. So that's broke for now. But we're gonna get to her. I'll be making another video shortly. I'm going to be digging out the room and stuff today after I get that other wood stove out, and then we'll be getting this thing over there in the main handle thing in there. So yeah, I'll be watching for the rest of this to be going down. When we fire it up, you'll see. I may have to adjust my chimney up. That'll be alright. But yeah, keep on watching, guys. Hang out with us. Scrapdaddies.